All right, all right. Can you hear me? I believe you can hear me. Hey, Dr. Roz here. Some of you know who I am. Some of you might not know who I am, but I'm going to tell you in just a few minutes what this is all about. I am excited, excited, excited. I'm having an event this weekend, myself and a few of my partners and my team members, and we're going to throw it down. I mean, it's free. Now, let's stop right there. It's free. But what is it all about? See, uh, just probably about over a year ago, I ventured into, my husband and I, into health and wellness. Many people know me and they know that I'm in ministry, and I've been in ministry for, oh God, I've lost count now, a long time, okay? Back 1980. And being in ministry, we've always been concerned about helping people. That's always been the main focus, teaching people, educating people. And I have the gift to teach. So that's a passion of mine, always wanting people to know what they don't know or to unlearn maybe what they have learned. Because oftentimes, all of us in our lifetime, we grow, we evolve, we elevate, and we unlearn some stuff that we think is right and find out that it wasn't right, or maybe it was just traditional. But when it comes to our health, see, a lot of times we're beating the bushes every day, working, 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 building our businesses, whatever it is that is your goal and your dream. And we neglect our own selves oftentimes. And that being said, how many of you have had opportunities when you talk to somebody on the phone one day and the next day you heard they had a heart attack? The next day you heard they had a stroke. Well, excuse me, how did that happen? Because some of us live by a certain code where we believe everything that the healthcare system tells us. And sometimes there's some things that are being left out intentionally. So I'm not making a decision or trying to have a fight with anybody in the medical field or anything, because we need our doctors, but we also need full information. We need to know what all of our options are. And so my husband and I were introduced to a company by the name of Wakana. Some of you know that because you see me post things. And we're also soon to be Akana, because we're rebranding ourselves. And one of the things that we have recently gotten into in the last year, and my husband and I have ventured deep into it, and I became a wellness coach. So it aligned with me as a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ. It was perfect alignment, because being a wellness coach, I'm concerned about your health and wellness. Now, that being said, a lot of times we do things and we know it's not the right thing to do. It's not the right thing to eat. I got that. And I'm not promoting anybody to become a vegan or become a vegetarian. If you do that, it's all good. It's wonderful. If you become plant-based, it's all good. Here's what my message is to you right now. We got to know where we are. And see, I do scans. We call them bioscans, and they scan the person's cells of your body and let you know where you are. But we're having an event this weekend. And the reason I'm jumping on here, because I'm going to be real transparent. I'm going to show you where I was concerning the cells of my body and where I am today. After doing some things and making some changes, after cleansing and detoxing my body 5 times. Since January of 2022, up until this time right now, just a few months ago is when we did the last cleanse, and my husband and I do them together. Sometimes we do 7 days, sometimes we do 21 days. We started out just doing 21 because we were messed up from the cells. Do you hear what I'm saying? See, to not know, we're destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And because we don't know what's going on. And somebody says, well, I don't want to know. Yes, you do. That's the stupidest thing you can say in the world, to say you don't want to know. All you want to know is when you go to the doctor and he says you've got stage 4 cancer. That doesn't make sense. Because when did that happen? Because guess what? It started somewhere. It transferred, it made a progression. Nothing happens overnight. Nobody has cancer overnight. Nobody has high blood pressure overnight. Nobody is a diabetic overnight. Nobody has lupus overnight. Nobody has any chronic disease or issue overnight. It progressed. But when did it start? Nobody told us when it started. And yet, when we were in school, we did learn about this stuff. We learned about cells, how they regenerate, how they replenish, how they die, how they, all that whole process almost every 15 years. So biologically, I'm not supposed to be that much older than 15 years old if my cells were operating in the right environment. But guess what? Stuff we've been eating, I'm there. Toxins in our blood, toxins in our body, the air that we breathe, the stuff that's being shot up in the chickens and the cows and the stuff that's spraying on our vegetables, all of that has entered our bodies at some point over time. I'm not talking about what you did last week, last month, last year. I'm talking about what's been happening in your body since you were a teenager up until now. Can we find out what that thing is? Where is the plaque that's building up towards the heart, leading to a heart attack? Where is that plaque? Where is that mucus buildup of all the milk and the cheese that we've been eating? Mucus builds up. Of all the cooked food that we've been eating, mucus builds up in our bloodstream, causing us to not have the proper flow of blood. Life is what? In the blood. Where is that? How can I find out? Well, Eastern medicine is concerned about imbalance. And that's what the bioscan does. And I've challenged many of you to call me and get in touch with me if you want to get this 2-minute bioscan. But here's what I want to talk about. This weekend, this Saturday in Houston, Texas, at the Hampton Inn. Matter of fact, look, let me show you, because I'm going to show you, I said I'm going to show you where I've been and where I am. I'm excited to see where I am today compared to where I was and the changes that took place in my report card. And you know, this is private information, but I'm going to show you what's taking place in my own personal report card. But before I do that, let me invite you to this meeting because I want you to benefit. Did I say it's free? Yeah, it is free. So here it is. It's at the Hampton Inn over off of I-10 in Washington. That's 5820 Katy Freeway. That is not in Katy, Texas. Sometimes we hear that Katy Freeway and we think it's in Katy, Texas. It's in the Heights area, centrally located in Houston. So if you're on the north side, south side, east side, west side, come on, it's centrally located at the Hampton Inn and Suites from 9:30 to 4:30. Now it's going to be so powerful because we got, you see the folk on the screen? We got all these speakers that are going to be speaking in 30-minute segments. Do you have to say the whole time? No, come whenever you want to, leave whenever you want to. But I'm telling you, you want to hear the brand new me because you need a what? A brand new gut. You need a brand new liver. You need a brand new kidney. You need some brand new feet. Yeah, we're going to have, each one of those is going to talk on different topics. Some of them are sharing concerning plant-based eating. We're going to have zones available for you to get your blood pressure checked, your blood sugar checked, your blood testing type. Do you know your blood type? Your doctor may not even want you to know your blood type, because if you know your blood type, you might change from eating certain foods that you find out are toxic to your blood type. So that's the advantage of knowing your blood type. Some of us don't know that. We're going to talk about that. We're going to share the power in the blood. Yeah, power. Yeah, there's power. There really is power in the blood. There's power in the knowledge of knowing these things. I'm going to say it again. We're destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And it's all free. A free health scan, free body fat analysis, free blood testing, free weight loss information. And we're going to teach you how to achieve these goals. It says 7 on this flyer, but it's from 9:30 to 4:30. We've changed that time. From 9:30 to 4:30 at the Hampton Inn and Suites. Now, I want you to go and register because we're going to send you some information about what you can even take home with you, information that's going to come to your email, come to your phone as a text, but you need to register at abrandnewme2023.com. Go right now, stop right now, even interrupt what I'm doing and go and register and be a part of this. Now, if for some reason your schedule doesn't allow you to attend in person, go and jump on Zoom. But still go and register here, and it will ask you, are you going to be in person or are you going to be on Zoom? If you're going to do it on Zoom, this is where you're going to go to do it, but you still need to go here and register. Now, I said I'm going to be real personal, right? So here's a report that many of you will get once you come and attend this Saturday, 9:30 to 4:30, a 2-minute scan, bioscan. It's biofeedback technology. It's going to show you what's going on in the cells of your body. Here was my report in December of 2021. Now I'm going to show you in this report, there's some things in the yellow. Green is normal, blue is mildly out of balance, yellow is moderately out of balance, red is severely out of balance. I didn't have any red, thank you, Jesus. But even if I had red, red doesn't mean that you have a disease. It just means you're going in the wrong direction. How many of you, if you were going to California, you want somebody to tell you, because you're driving going east, don't you want somebody to tell you you'll never get there because you're going the wrong way? That's all this is. It shows us which direction we're headed. And we don't have a crystal ball. We don't have a time capsule. We don't know when you will get there. When is that destiny of having that heart attack that the doctor says because everybody in your family had one, you got to have one because your grandmama had one and your great grandmama had one and your mama had one, so it's destined for you to have one. Devil is a lie. No, it's not. Here's what we do genetically. We eat the same way they ate, so we have the same stuff they had. So let's reverse it. Come on now, everything is reversible. So here's my report card in December, and this relates to my heart and my brain. You'll get the same kind of report card. And I had these yellows on the right and yellows on the left, which means it was moderately out of balance. Vascular resistance meant there was some resistance in the heart muscles, the heart arteries, that was causing the heart to work harder than it should be. The other yellow on the right, myocardial blood demand, meant that every 60 seconds, the heart demands a certain amount of blood to get to the heart. It meant my heart was working harder to make that happen because I'm still alive. So God's going to do what he's got to do, even if he got to make some body parts work harder to do it. And then the coronary perfusion pressure is on the left, meaning it was not getting as much oxygen to the heart. Now, it makes sense. If I've got resistance on the right, then something on the left is not getting through as good. Then I had some blues and I had some nice little greens. Those greens are normal. I was happy about that, but I was more concerned about that resistance over on the right, that blood demand that's having to make my heart work harder, and that oxygen that's not getting into the blood as good as it should. Those are the things, ladies and gentlemen, that cause disease in our life that nobody's telling us about. Just telling us, you've got a sign, you've got a symptom, here, take a pill. Oh, I'm sorry, that pill didn't work. Here, take another pill. So guess what? My husband and I chose to go on a cleanse and a detox. We did that in January. We had this report in December. Since that time, we've done it 4 other times. Sometimes we denied ourselves 21 days of fruits and vegetables, going on a raw cleanse, drinking juice, and using some products to pull this mucus out, to pull and move that resistance, that plaque that's building up. That's what that is, plaque buildup, mucus. We did that. We did that 4 times at least. And then the next report that I'm going to show you is what I just recently had, February the 6th, 2023. What was the other report? That was 2021. Almost 2 years later, not quite 2 years later. Do you see the difference? The same report, but because I've gone through a cleanse and a detox, I am so excited to say I've got 1 blue, no yellows, beautiful greens going down the center of the page. All that means normal. That means that going through the cleanse and the detox, denying myself for a short period of time. And I'm not a vegan, I'm not a vegetarian. My husband loves Frenchies, but we're not doing it the same way. We're more intentional. We've made changes in our diet. But the same thing that used to have yellows and a whole lot more blues, there's 1 blue left. Still a little bit of resistance that's causing my heart to work mildly harder than it should be instead of moderately harder. And then those other things, they're gone. Green, 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 green. Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm just sharing it with you. It could be you. So that's why I'm telling you right now, go to a brand new me 2023.com and register. Meet us there Saturday, 9:30 to 4:30. You can have this done free, and you can be engaged in all of the wonderful speakers and the information that people are going to give to you. and jump on Zoom as well. But that's not it. There are more reports. We're going to show you 4 different reports, 4 main things that run everything in your body. Here's the second one. This is the liver. How many of you have a car? You do, right? You get around Houston, you get around the city, wherever you're watching this, whatever city or town you're in, and every 3,000 miles, you change that liver. You change the liver. You change the oil. And when they change the oil, they also change what? The oil filter. Now, let's just imagine if they keep the filter dirty, but they change the oil and send the clean oil through a dirty filter. What does that mean? Dirty oil. And if dirty oil keeps going through your car, it messes up the engine, it messes up the carburetor, it messes up the transmission, it messes up everything in that car. Guess what? The job of the liver in your body is to filter the blood. The life is in the blood. Now, imagine dirty blood because we got a fatty liver. That's what you're looking at. This was a fatty liver. In December of 2021, I had a fatty liver. That meant because I had been eating meat, over time, it was overtaxing the liver. And so the liver was not functioning as properly or as efficiently as it should be. And it was not filtering out the stuff that I was eating. It's supposed to filter out the cholesterol, filter out the debris, filter out the fatty tissues that we're eating from our animal protein. Come on, that's what it is. Not just beef, the chicken, the pork, all of that, whatever it is. Anything that's got eyes. But over time, the liver was not doing that. So here it is in the red. It's the fatty liver. Look at this. February 2023. Do you see a fatty liver? Come on, somebody. Hello, thank you, Jesus. It's in the green. After cleansing that liver, because that's putting stress on the heart when you got dirty blood going. Where does the blood go? All over your body. So it's taxing the liver, the kidneys. It's causing all these problems that we're getting diagnosed with. And if we would just deny ourselves for a short period of time and go through our program that we suggest to you, cleanse that liver. I mean, I hope this is helping somebody. Somebody just needs to know this information, that it's out there. There are some options for you to go through to make some changes in your body. So meet me Saturday. And then here's a situation right here where we're talking about the uric acid. This is the kidneys. The kidneys, uric acid. My uric acid was in the yellow. What is uric acid? That comes from animal protein. And if this keeps progressing in the same direction, this was December 2021, you see the date up there. If this keeps progressing in the same direction that it's going, and it finally gets to the red, you know what that means? The uric acid crystallizes and it goes down your arm and starts tingling your fingers and goes down to your big toe, and your toe hurts, and they say it's painful. They say, I haven't experienced it. I hear it's painful because it's called gout. You don't have to have it. You can reverse it. We reversed it. Listen, go register now. A brand new me 2023.com. Meet me there. Like I used to say in ministry, don't meet me there, beat me there. 9:30 to 4:30. Check us out on Zoom, a brand new me.com. But you've got to go to a brand new me 2023.com to register, whether you're going to be there in person or be there on Zoom. Now, here's the example. You saw that uric acid before? Where is it now? It was in the yellow on the way to the red. Now it has reversed and it is now in the green as of February 2023. That didn't happen by chance. That didn't happen as a miracle. That happened because I put the work in. I believe in healing. I believe in laying hands on the sick and they shall recover. But here's what happens too often in the body of Christ. We lay hands and then we go back and do the very same things. And we need to get back in the prayer line all over again and get hands laid on. When there's some things that God has ordained for us to do. God told me many years ago, you do your part, I'll do my part. But God wants you in good health. I wish above all things that you be in health, even as your soul prospers. He wants us to prosper. He wants us to be in health, and he wants our soul to prosper. That's you growing spiritually. But what about the health part? We overlook that. And so we walk around thinking we have to be whatever we are. Whatever you're not satisfied with, you can do something about it. Last thing I want to show you is the pH. Now the pH, it has to do with whether your body's acidic or whether your body is alkaline. Some of us don't understand what that is, but you go to the grocery store, you go to the store and you buy a Duracell battery and it says on the package, alkaline battery. You put it in your player, you put it in your remote control and it plays 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 real good. And over time it stops playing and it slows down because it's lost its alkalinity. It's now acidic. And so because of the foods that we eat, we live a diet that has us in an acidic state. Now, I don't know how I lost my colors on this particular one, but I want to show you, this is one that just looks just like mine did. This is my husband's. I couldn't find out why that didn't show up on mine. But here's his, same time period. That's the way mine looked too. It was in the red, meaning my body was more acidic than it was alkaline. But today, hello somebody, today, it's in the green. Now, I'm not saying all this to boast. I'm saying all this to show you all there are some solutions. There are other options for you. I'm challenging you. I jumped on here just for a few minutes just to be as transparent as I could be and show you what's going on. This weekend, Saturday, from 8:30 to 4:30, go to this website right now and register a brand new me 2023.com. We'll see you there. We'll see you there. Scan the code if you're able to scan the code. Otherwise, just go to the website, click the register button. It'll tell you that you've registered. It'll send you some reminders and let you know. And look at all these wonderful speakers. Our CEO of our company is going to be in town. All of these, some of these are doctors, MD doctors. They're going to be here sharing powerful information, naturopaths, people that are specialists in their area, reflexologists. Our brother's going to do electron massages that you've never experienced this before, and it's all free. A brand new me. Isn't it time for you to have a brand new me in 2023? Join us. I look forward to seeing your face in the place. Bye for now.